Germany stands at a critical juncture in the global digital economy. For decades, the nation has been celebrated for its engineering prowess, its powerful manufacturing sector, its Mittelstand, the small and medium-sized enterprises that form the backbone of its economy. This model, built on precision, quality, and incremental innovation, has served the country exceptionally well. However, the ground is shifting beneath this foundation of success. The rapid acceleration of digital technologies is rewriting the rules of global competition. We are witnessing a new industrial revolution, one driven not by steam or steel, but by data, algorithms, and connectivity. This is Germany's digital wake-up call. The nation's current digital standing presents a complex picture. When we look at benchmarks like the European Commission's Digital Economy and Society Index, Germany often finds itself in the middle of the pack, a position that feels uncomfortable for a global economic leader. While large corporations have made significant strides, many are still grappling with legacy systems and complex organizational structures. The situation is even more pressing for the Mittelstand, where digital adoption varies dramatically. Some are pioneers, but many others lag, held back by a lack of resources, expertise, or a clear understanding of the digital imperative. This is not just a technological gap, it is a strategic vulnerability. This essay will serve as a comprehensive analysis of Germany's digital transformation journey. We will dissect the current state of digital maturity across different sectors and company sizes, providing a clear-eyed view of the nation's strengths and weaknesses. We will explore the critical reasons why this transformation is not merely an option, but an essential requirement for survival and future prosperity. The discussion will move beyond abstract concepts to offer practical, actionable insights. We will outline strategic steps for implementation, identify common pitfalls to avoid, and examine the profound consequences of inaction. This is a guide for navigating the challenges ahead. The goal is to provide a fact-based, scientifically grounded documentation for leaders, policymakers, and innovators. We will draw upon established benchmarks and economic principles to frame the discussion, moving away from hype and toward a clear, professional assessment. The narrative will be structured to build a compelling case for a disciplined, benchmark-driven approach to digital transformation. It is time to move beyond superficial changes and embrace a fundamental reinvention of processes, business models, and culture. The future of Germany's economic leadership depends on the choices made today. The journey is complex, but the path forward can be navigated with clarity and strategic focus. The urgency for Germany to accelerate its digital transformation cannot be overstated. This is not a matter of simply upgrading IT infrastructure or launching a new company website. It is about a fundamental reimagining of how businesses operate, create value, and compete in a global marketplace. The core drivers are efficiency and competitiveness. Digital technologies offer opportunities to streamline operations, automate repetitive tasks, and optimize supply chains. By leveraging data analytics, companies can gain deeper insights into processes, identify bottlenecks, and make smarter, faster decisions. This leads to cost reductions and increased productivity. But the imperative goes far beyond internal efficiency gains. The competitive landscape has been altered by digitalization. New agile competitors are entering markets, often unburdened by legacy systems, with disruptive, data-driven business models. They use digital platforms to reach customers directly, personalize products and services, and create superior user experiences. German companies in traditional strongholds like automotive manufacturing and industrial manufacturing are no longer just competing with historical rivals. They now face challenges from tech giants and nimble startups from around the world, redefining entire industries. On one side, we have the large, globally active corporations, the DAX-listed giants. These firms generally possess the financial resources, strategic foresight, and international exposure to invest heavily in digital transformation. They have dedicated teams, substantial budgets, and formal strategies. On the other side is the famed German Mittelstand. This diverse group of small and medium-sized enterprises forms the very heart of the German economy. However, their journey into the digital future is far more fragmented. These firms often face constraints on resources, a shortage of specialized digital talent, and cultural hesitance to depart from proven traditional business practices. Large corporations do not operate in a vacuum. They rely on intricate supply chains composed largely of middle-stand companies. If these suppliers cannot keep pace, the entire value chain is weakened. The digital laggards can become a bottleneck, hindering the agility and competitiveness of the entire German industrial base. Therefore, assessing the status quo requires a granular look at both segments and the deep interdependencies that connect their digital fates. Germany's large corporations have, for the most part, recognized the digital imperative. We see substantial investment flowing into key areas such as modernization of enterprise resource planning systems, adoption of cloud infrastructure, establishment of data analytics capabilities. Many have launched dedicated digital innovation hubs. A primary obstacle is the burden of legacy systems. Decades of success have resulted in complex, often siloed IT architectures. These are difficult and expensive to modernize, and limits the ability to achieve a seamless flow of data across the enterprise. Another persistent gap is the cultural transformation required to support the technological shift. Hierarchical structures, formal processes, a risk-averse culture. This can clash with the digital world's agile, experimental, fast-paced nature. Middle management may resist new ways of working. It is about fostering a mindset of willingness to embrace data-driven decision-making over intuition or tradition. The digital situation for Germany's Mittelstand is a complex mosaic of ambition and apprehension. The most significant barrier is often a simple lack of resources. Unlike large corporations, most SMEs do not have large, dedicated IT departments. A second major issue is the scarcity of digital expertise. This is a major challenge, especially outside of major metropolitan areas where many Mittelstand companies are located. Cultural factors also play a significant role in the Mittelstand's digital dilemma. Many of these companies are family-owned, with a strong tradition of, well, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Consequently, digital adoption within the Mittelstand is highly uneven. The most immediate and tangible reason for digital transformation lies in the pursuit of operational efficiency. By automating repetitive, manual tasks, companies can free up their skilled employees to focus on higher-value activities. In manufacturing, Industry 4.0 enables smart factories. Predictive maintenance reduces unplanned downtime. In logistics, digital platforms optimize transport routes in real time, resulting in fuel savings and faster deliveries. The imperative extends beyond the factory into admin and back office. Digitization drastically reduces paperwork, minimizes errors, and speeds processing. All of this boosts profitability. This is crucial for the German Mittelstand on thin margins. Digital transformation is not a luxury. It is a critical lever for long-term prosperity. The first practical step in any successful digital transformation is to establish clear governance and a coherent strategy. Create a dedicated governance structure, a digital transformation steering committee. With governance in place, the next task is a clear, actionable digital strategy. The strategy must answer fundamental questions. It must be more than vague intent. It must link to specific business outcomes. Communication is critical. Leaders must articulate the why to every employee. Define a strategic roadmap that prioritizes initiatives by impact and feasibility. The focus shifts to building the technological engine, moving away from rigid on-premise legacy systems, embracing a more flexible, scalable, cloud-based architecture. A central element of this modern stack is a robust data platform. The goal is to create a single source of truth. In this context, the concept of data sovereignty becomes critically important. Ensuring data sovereignty is not just a matter of legal compliance, it is a matter of trust. The final piece of this technological puzzle is to create an architecture that supports agility and interoperability through the use of application programming interfaces, APIs. Technology alone does not create transformation. People do. Companies must invest in upskilling and reskilling. Employees need to use data to support decisions, not just intuition. Leaders must model data-driven behavior, break down departmental silos and promote cross-functional collaboration. Use Scrum, use Kanban, apply Agile across business functions. Implementation must move from planning to execution by starting with carefully selected pilot projects. An ideal pilot should address a significant business pain point and deliver measurable results within 3 to 6 months. A successful pilot provides a tangible proof of concept, demonstrating real-world value, helping to convince skeptics and build momentum. Following successful pilots, the organization can begin the scaled rollout, deploying them across other departments, business units, or locations. To ensure digital initiatives deliver tangible value, a robust measurement framework is essential. Define clear key performance indicators for every project. A central component is calculating return on investment, ROI. Measurement is ongoing, not a one-time event, it's a cycle of continuous improvement. Use digital dashboards for real-time visibility into KPIs. This data-driven feedback loop fuels an agile learning organization. Benchmark-driven measurement makes digitalization manageable, transparent, and value-creating. One of the most frequent and costly failures in digital transformation is the application of digital lipstick, a superficial digitization of a company's exterior while outdated processes remain underneath. New digital channels just feed into the same slow, manual back-office processes. But if the digital order is then printed out, manually entered into 3 separate legacy systems, and physically walked between departments for approval, the inefficiency remains. True transformation means a seamless, automated workflow. The most formidable hurdle to digital transformation is often the human element, cultural resistance. A skilled craftsman who has spent 30 years perfecting a manual process may view an automated system not as a helpful tool, but as a direct challenge to their value and identity. Middle management often becomes a particular bottleneck in this cultural struggle. If the organizational culture punishes every failed experiment, employees will quickly learn that the safest strategy is to not try anything new at all. To counter this, leaders must actively create an environment of psychological safety where calculated risks are encouraged. The alternative to this disciplined transformation is a gradual but certain decline. Companies that fail to adapt will see their operational efficiency erode, leading to a loss of market share. They risk being commoditized within their own value chains. For the global tech giants who will own the customer relationship and capture the majority of the profits, a weakened mittelstand means a more fragile supply chain, impacting national prosperity. Companies that fail to become attractive, digitally native workplaces will struggle immensely in the war for talent, accelerating a brain drain from traditional industries. Therefore, the call to action is urgent and directed at all levels. The future of Made in Germany as a globally respected seal of quality depends on its evolution into engineered and digitized in Germany. By combining these traditional strengths with new digital capabilities, Germany has the potential not just to catch up, but to lead in the new industrial era. The wake-up call has sounded. Now is the time to answer it with decisive and strategic action. The future will be built by those who begin today.